Hello, I'm Jenny and behind the camera is Jacob, and we have some tips for traveling to Copenhagen. Our first tip is to plan out your meals. So mealtime here is a little bit different than a lot of the rest of Europe. Morning time breakfast has seemed to be pretty standard. You can get breakfast from 7 to about 11, and then lunch is about 11 to about 2 p.m., but dinner here seems to end pretty early. So we've found that if you're going out after 9 o'clock, you're probably not going to be able to eat dinner, or it's going to be very difficult to find a place to eat dinner, which we have found on several evenings. We're going to get some burgers. Now we need to figure out something else to do for dinner. So at least what we've seen and done so far when we've been eating our smørrebrød is to cut it with a knife and fork and eat it with a knife and fork, because it's not really finger food. It would take a little bit of effort to eat it with your hands. So I think the way I've seen it done and have done is use a fork. So another tip for a Copenhagen vacation to be aware of is that a lot of things here are closed on Mondays. So make sure that when you're planning your trip, you plan around things being potentially closed on Mondays. Not everything is closed, and there's also a ton to do around the Copenhagen area that is open on Monday. Just be aware of when things are open and closed when you're planning your trip, especially if you plan on being here more than just a long weekend. Watch out for bikes. Not only do you have to deal with the watching out for car traffic as a pedestrian, you also have to watch out for bicycle traffic as a pedestrian. So just make sure when you're crossing the road, you're very alert as to what is going on. Another tip for getting around Copenhagen is make sure you wear comfortable shoes. You're probably going to be doing a lot of walking. There's a lot to see and do in Copenhagen, and the sidewalks are often just cobblestones. So make sure you wear comfortable, sturdy shoes getting around. Probably similar to anywhere in a European city, but I've noticed especially tough here because everything is covered in cobblestones.
Take the time to just relax while you're here in Copenhagen. It's just a wonderful city, especially in the summer. Everyone is out and about just enjoying the beautiful weather. So grab yourself a picnic blanket, go find a park and just relax, watch people go by. You can also sit on the harbor and watch the boats. It's just a lovely city to get outside, relax, and enjoy a nice little picnic or a beer.
A useful tip I have for you, save you some money when you're at Nyhavn Harbor. Instead of sitting at one of the restaurants, while nice, and I'm sure would be a great way to spend your evening, you can save quite a bit of money by just going to a little kiosk at the end of the harbor and picking up a can of beer and just sitting along the harbor. You get the same ambiance for a fraction of the price.
So the last tip we have for coming to Copenhagen, and probably the most important one, is to get the Copenhagen Card. The Copenhagen Card gets you into most places and most tourist destinations, and also gets you to the metro and the trains. You can buy passes from 1 day to 5 days, but we highly recommend getting the Copenhagen Card so that you can enjoy places like the Tivoli behind me. Also, you can get into most museums and castles, and like I mentioned before, ride the trains all over this area of Denmark. So that's all the tips we have for coming to Copenhagen, but let us know in the comments below if you have any tips from your trip or time in Copenhagen or Denmark, or what you plan on doing when you come to visit Denmark. Thanks for watching.